Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel, Peterisms, where I tell stories of my life and just little things that I've learned as I've grown into the person that I am today. And I don't think I ever film in the bedroom. For this channel, I do on my other channels, but for this channel, I never really film in the bedroom. I usually sit out in the front porch or, I usually sit out in the front porch, but I'm not feeling great today. I feel like I'm trying to get sick. Do you guys ever feel like you're trying to get sick? Alex told me to take a COVID test, so I took a COVID test, and I just showed this in another video, but it came up negative, so I don't have COVID, but I just feel like crap. I feel like I'm getting a temperature or a fever, and I just kind of feel like worn down a little bit. So anyway, but we're going to persevere. I'm going to make these videos, and then have some dinner and watch some good TV tonight is my plan, and just kind of have a relaxing evening. So anyway, I wanted to, I don't think I made a Peterisms video yesterday, so I wanted to make a Peterisms video today. So it's also raining outside. It's not like super nice outside. I'll probably film my vlog outside just to relax and have like some coffee and whatever. But I will tell you that I'm glad I looked at my phone, because I was like, it's the 6th, isn't it? And then I looked at my phone, it's the 7th. So I'm glad that I looked at my phone. I brought both of the Melody Beatty books with me today. So let's check them out and see what they have to say. The Journey to the Heart, September 7th. Let Your Creativity Blossom. Okay, we might read that one. Let's see what the Language of Letting Go has to say to us. Oh, yesterday's was a long one. It was about step 10. Powerless Over Others. Let's read this one. I think this one sounds good. Powerless Over Others, September 7th. Stop making excuses for other people. Stop making excuses for ourselves. While it is our goal to develop compassion and achieve forgiveness, acceptance, and love, it is also our goal to accept reality and hold people accountable for their behavior. You know what? I just want to say, if you watch my drama channel, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I wish I had read this meditation. I'm actually going to dog ear this meditation. I wish I had read this meditation before I started my video today, because this is a very appropriate meditation for this. While it is our goal to develop compassion and achieve forgiveness, acceptance, and love, it is also our goal to accept reality and hold people accountable. Let's just start all over, shall we? Okay. Stop making excuses for other people. Stop making excuses for ourselves. While it is our goal to develop compassion and achieve forgiveness, acceptance, and love, it is also our goal to accept reality and hold people accountable for their behavior. We can also hold ourselves accountable for our own behavior and, at the same time, have compassion and understanding for ourselves. When we claim powerlessness, we are not claiming irresponsibility. We have no power to control others, what they do, what they did, or what they might do. We're stating that we are willing to end an ineffective life based on willpower and control, and we're beginning a spiritual, mental, and emotional journey in which we take responsibility for ourselves. We are not victims. We are not helpless. Accepting powerlessness when that is appropriate enables us to begin owning our true power to take care of ourselves. Today I will avoid making excuses for my own or someone else's behavior. I will let consequences and responsibility fall where they belong. Wow. Where my Peterisms channel meets my drama channel. Interesting. You know, just to bring it back to like my personal life for a second, it's interesting because, I mean, don't you think that we've all like made excuses for ourselves or for other people in our lives, our spouses, our parents, our friends, our family members, oh, well, if you knew this, if you knew that, or this, or whatever. When reality, and I've learned this over time, is that when we make excuses for other people, I'm thinking of an example in my head. Like, I knew somebody that would always make excuses for this person in their life, and this is why they couldn't work and whatever. And now they have like no skills, no job experience, no history or whatever, and they're really struggling, right? So when we do that, we're standing in the way of that person's success. We're standing in the way of that person's progress. Maybe they have to go through something to learn and grow. Maybe they have to go through something themselves, to learn and grow. Maybe they don't need the entire world making excuses for them, or even just one or two people like us, right? Maybe if we do that, we're standing in the way of, our own, maybe if we do that, we're standing in the way of their progress or their success, and maybe people are standing in the way of our own. It also goes for when we make excuses for our own behavior, when we don't look at it, take accountability for it, and come up with action to work through that issue and become better people. When we make those excuses, we just prolong the inevitable, right? We just prolong the inevitable of this is just going to go on forever. You know, one of the things, and I talk about this on my drama channel, is that like what I don't understand is that a lot of these situations that these big influencers get themselves into are very fixable. If they just came out and they were honest with their audience, took responsibility, explained what they were going to do moving forward, and just like every other human being in the world said, hey, listen, I'm not without fault, and I screwed up, and I'm going to try to be a better person, and I'm going to change and grow, and hopefully you'll stick around for that. And then show it with work after that, right? Like to show that. And sometimes that takes, for some people, 2 weeks. Sometimes it takes 2 years. Sometimes it takes 10 years. You know, that's up to the person that is having that relationship with that person. I don't really understand why that's that difficult. And yet, so many people will say to me, you're being so cruel to these people. You're holding these people accountable, blah, 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 whatever. I've never known that holding somebody accountable is cruel. Like, you know, and I've only grown from those situations. So, I don't know, like, it's interesting to me, right? Like, it's like what my sponsor always says to me. She'll say, like, this is an opportunity for growth. Are you going to take it? You know, when I'll call her up and I'll say something about, like, well, I don't know what to do with this situation. And she'll say, this is an opportunity for growth. You know, like, are you going to call this person? Are you going to wait for this person to call you and confront you? Or are you going to call them and say, hey, listen, and I'm just making up an example as I go, but, like, listen, like, I owe you an amends. I know you're hurt by this, and I need to take responsibility for it. What do you need me to do to make this right? You know, like, not waiting for it to happen, not waiting for all this crap to happen, but just addressing it full on. Like, that's taking responsibility for your life, you know, and that's powerful. Like this book, the meditation said, we can't control other people, we can't control their actions, but we can control ourselves. We can control how we respond to things. That's a lot, you know, and that's really, really powerful. There was something else I wanted to say that the book reminded me of. Hold on just a second. Something I was thinking of about early recovery and taking responsibility for our actions. It says, we are not victims, we are not helpless. Accepting powerlessness when that is appropriate enables us to begin owning our true power to take care of ourselves. And that's ultimately what we need to do. You know, like, we have to take care of ourselves so that we can take care of other people as well. But, like, if we're not taking care of ourselves, I remember when I got sober, the coin, I've shared this a lot in my vlog, but, like, the coin that I got when I graduated from treatment, it said, I must first be a value to myself before I can be a value to others. And basically, I mean, you can translate that a million different ways, but one of those ways is that, like, I have to love myself and take care of myself before I can take care and love other people, right? Like, we have to know that about ourselves. And we also have to walk the walk so that we can talk the talk, you know? Like, we have to walk the walk and talk the talk, but walk the walk, right? But then also walk the walk so that we can be good examples to other people. It's basically what I was trying to say. I'm kind of all over the place today, aren't I? But I think it's a really powerful meditation, you know, that I think sometimes when we hold people accountable or people hold us accountable, we see that as cruel. We see that as mean. Like, how dare you, right? Like, I always think that's why I am so blessed that I feel like my husband challenges me. He tells me what I need to hear. Like, I mean, there's been many times, you know, on my drama channel where I'll say, oh my God, like, people are really upset that I said this or whatever, or that they're coming for me because I, you know, said this about this person. He'll be like, well, you said it in a video, either stand by it or I don't know what to tell you. Like, he doesn't sugarcoat it. He's not like, oh babe, everything's gonna be okay. Like, we don't have that marriage, you know? I mean, sometimes he'll tell me that stuff, like when I'm really sick in the hospital, and he'll be like, things are going to be okay, babe, trust me, you're going to feel better, you know, and those are the appropriate times. But there are also times when we challenge each other, you know, and we'll say, like, maybe you need to think about this decision that you're making, like, maybe this, you know, think it through, right? Oh, wow, I probably should. Oh, no, but we think that's mean, right? If we say that to somebody in the public eye, you know, or, you know, my best friend, Tanya, she tells me what I need to hear, not what I want to hear, you know. You know, if I said to any of these influencers that I talk about on my drama channel, you know, this is an opportunity for growth, are you going to change it? And I've shared this on many videos. You guys, I've shared it over here a lot, you know, that my sponsor will say that to me. And sometimes I say yes, and sometimes I'm not ready to accept I'm not willing to accept the opportunity for growth. It's too painful, I don't want to, right? And that's my choice. But then I have to accept what goes along with it. When I accept the opportunity for growth, it's not easy. It's not like, oh, thank you. Thank you for this learning experience and this opportunity to change and grow. Thank you. Thank you for putting me through all these hardships, right? It's not like always that, but usually looking back, I'm kind of like, even the toughest stuff that I've gone through in life, I'm grateful that I went through it because I've learned something about myself, or I've learned how to navigate the world through it, right? Like, isn't that ultimately what life is all about, Charlie Brown? I mean, you know, so when we stand in front of other people's learning experiences, or we don't allow them to address the things in their life they need to address, or we don't allow them to take accountability and we make excuses for them, just like we do for ourselves at times, then we are stopping ourselves and them from growing. When ultimately, isn't the total goal of life to grow and become the best version of yourself that you can be? So are we really helping those people by doing that? Or are we standing in their way? I think we're standing in their way. Anyway, interesting meditation. Interesting how I applied that to my drama channel today. You guys were like, we don't watch our drama channel. I'm like, it's too toxic. It's too crazy. Trust me, I know. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.